I don't mind playing music, but all right, we're gonna try to balance this tire right now. This is the tire we've been working on for Ken's bearings. So
Got new bearings in. Yeah.
new bearings in, and so Jim's got this little stand that we're gonna look at this for the first time. I've never seen this before done in my face before, so I'm gonna watch it spin slowly, and I guess so. Where it stops, what does that mean? Like,
It means that the heavy spot is on the bottom.
okay, and that's what you want.
That's what we want. We want
Okay.
to identify where the heavy spot is, and then we can put weight on the opposite side to balance it out.
And what makes that heavy spot? The
balance.
the like what would in the whole
What would cause it to be out of balance?
what would cause that one spot to be heavier than the rest of the circle, the circumference? Is it the is it this thing?
Well, you can't. Yeah, the valve stem is part of it. Just the molding of the rubber.
Okay.
Was the tire put on with? There's an identifying spot that will tell you where the heavy spot on the.
Okay.
Like usually, there's a spot here somewhere where it should line up with the valve stem. Now you see it's starting to go back the other way.
Yeah. Yeah.
So that means it's starting to settle out.
Find the lower
And it will.
and the lower and the where the tire will make that as well. Okay.
Now it should come back the other way. Yeah, and it is.
And so because you lost your weights, what are we going to do about that?
Put new weights on. Put new weights on.
And we have weights
We have weights. Yeah, I have weights.
You have weights.
Yeah.
Thank God for Jim, guys. This whole channel is pretty much the crux of it is like the pivot point is Jim. The star is Ken because he's in all my videos. I'm just the cameraman.
So, are there any weights on it now?
No, they fell off.
No weights on it at
Yeah.
all.
I lost them. You see that?
Okay,
That's
that's
got
a
that.
good thing because we're at. I just want to check to first of all see what it's doing, and if we see that it's going to need some weights, well then we would remove all the weights that are on there and we'd start off fresh, eh? But since it's bouncing out,
So
it
here's a
looks like
question.
that rim could be cleaned up a little bit, eh?
Yeah, sorry.
Yeah.
Well, it's off. It can be cleaned up.
Well, I'm thinking of it for the sake of balancing, eh?
And what was your question, Ken?
Well, my question is like, how do you know what size of weight you need to be put on it?
That's mostly trial and error, but we're going to get into that very soon.
Okay.
So basically, I'm going to wait for it to stop, and it's just about there now. It's just about stopped, eh? Notice your valve stem's up here, okay. But we're close enough that I can just sort of mark it here, right?
So why did you mark it at the bottom? Oh, because the
Okay,
bottom.
that's your heavy spot.
Yeah.
Okay.
Now the next thing I'm going to do is get some of this. Whoops.
God, no, my bad.
Get some of this acetone here and clean up the backside. This front side looks fairly good, eh? But this other side,
Well, I gotta clean up that blue mark there.
that's where your old weights
There were the old weights were. Yeah, that's ugly.
And so that old weight wasn't the opposite side of that line. Do we have that weight on the opposite side of the line right now?
No.
It is kind of actually. He's kind of working the opposite side of it.
Yeah, yes. That's
Yeah.
what it
So
was.
it was. So that's good to know that the weight was balanced. The weight was balanced properly.
Pretty much opposite where our
Yeah,
heavy spot is.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good that you noticed that, Tim.
Yeah. You know.
Of course, it means I'm going to have to walk now and turn the garage over to you.
Deadly. Deadly. It's gonna all go to waste.
Deadly.
It's all gonna go to waste, man. All these things I don't know how to use.
It's on YouTube.
Well, yeah, it's true that.
Yeah. You need to look at a site called Shadow X. They've got all the stuff.
Shadow X?
Whatever you need to know.
Oh yeah? It's not Gallo X?
Gallo X.
Oh, okay.
Almost got you right.
I'm like Shadow X. Who is this? Who is the shadow we're speaking of?
I was a little, what the hell is he talking about?
That's okay.
You trust me to balance a wheel?
No, no.
When I say it's shallow X, but it was shallow X.
Shallow X, not even
Shallow
shadow
X.
anymore. Now it's
Well, I
shallow.
was thinking you're kind of a shallow guy.
Hey, when
It
it comes,
slipped out.
hey, when it comes to riding, I am pretty shallow, actually.
I
It's all about the looks, man.
obliterated that mark, but we're going to redo it anyway. We've got a rough idea where we are. So that room's all nice and clean now.
Excellent.
Meanwhile, I'm going to, let's just slow it down because we've got to,
Find your mark.
we're thinking it's going to be somewhere around there, right? So,
Well, that's where you put the mark. Should it go to
Yeah,
line
he-
up right where you
Well, he wiped the mark off.
well, I cleaned it off because a little bit of glue and dirt that was on there may
Yeah.
be affecting the balance there. So get it cleaned right off and then we'll start fresh. Now I have to think where those wheel weights up to put.
All right, well, there you go. That's pretty much how you friggin' balance a tire.
Yeah.
So we're gonna leave it at the 6 minutes. We have 4 seconds. All right, well, take it easy. Ciao.